Alright, Paul, it's time for my championship predictions. It starts this Friday with Birmingham versus Ipswich. So I'm going to attempt to do the 24 to 1. In 24th position, it's no surprise, it's Sheffield Wednesday. Chansiri is destroying that club. The only one player that they've got in the team is Barry Bannon, the rest are kids. And I just think Sheffield Wednesday finished bottom of the league. I think it's going to be a bit like when Bolton were in there when they were struggling at one point, where they were losing 5-0 nearly every week due to having kids out there. That's all. So 24 for Sheffield Wednesday. In 23rd position, I'm going for Preston North End. Last season, they dropped off and they were so close to the relegation last season. And I think that's due to Paul Heckingbottom, to be honest. I think he's a bit overrated, to be honest. I think Preston's too big of a task for him. And Preston, 23rd. 22nd, and the final team to go down for me is Hull City. I think with Hull, they've bad owners again, and they've just seem to keep dropping down. So, yeah, bad ownership and results in relegation, because with bad owners in the Championship, it does come back to bite you on the arse. So I think this season is the season where two bad ownerships get teams relegated. First in the league for me is Oxford United. I know they've got Gary Rowett there, and they have. He's done quite a decent job there, to be fair, because Oxford going into a league that is just full of big clubs. I think Oxford have excelled in the Championship, and I think again they're going to stay in again. They're having a few issues with the stadium, with the council, but I don't think that'll deter them from staying up this season. In 20th position, I'm going for Queen's Park Rangers. They just seem to be going down and dropping further down, so that's my only reason for QPR. I don't think they'll be up near the playoffs or anything. I think there's too many teams in this league that are competitive, and I think that I don't think this. Well, they've got a young squad, haven't they? They've just brought in that. Is it Poku from Peterborough? And they've got just a young squad, and I think a bit more experience than they could go further up the table. But my prediction is 20th position for QPR. 19th position, I'm going for Charlton Athletic, the first team promoted out of the. The first of the three promoted teams from League One last season. I think with Nathan Jones in charge, and they're recruiting quite well, and I think Charlton will stay up quite comfortably. 18th is Watford. We're probably 4 Watford managers away from Christmas, aren't we? They just seem to get rid of the managers left, right and centre, and I think it will impact them soon, but I don't think it'll be this season, but possibly next season. I think they'll be down there, just a shit show of an ownership, but they seem to just keep getting away with it. In 17th position, I've gone for Stoke City. I know that they've every season they've kind of finished a position lower nearly every season. They finished 18th last season, but with Mark Robins in charge, I think Stoke will. They finished 18th last season. I think they'll finish 17th this season with Mark Robins in charge. 18th position, I've gone for Portsmouth. I think with the Fratton Park can be quite a daunting place to go to, and I think they can use that to their advantage to keep with safety. In 15th position, you don't really know where to put this lot, but I'm going with Wrexham. I just think with it'll take some time to adapt into the Championship, but will it? That's the question, because thought that with League One last season. We brought in Conor Cody, some quite big experience at Wrexham now, and if it were down to owners, they'd win the league, because they've got the best owners in the league for me. Wrexham 15th, I'm going for the Welsh counterparts in Swansea. I think Swansea will finish the highest out of all Welsh clubs this season. They've got a new ownership, and I think it's with Luka Modric. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, 14th for steady mid-table finish for Swansea. 13th position, I'm going for Blackburn Rovers. Finished 7th last season. I think it's going to be a bit of a drop-off. They don't have the John Eustace aspects anymore, and teams in this league are stronger. Simple as 13th mid-table for position. I'm going for Bristol City. They've lost Liam Manning, which is massive, to be honest, and I thought they were quite poor in the playoffs. It was quite an embarrassment to watch Bristol City in the playoffs. I know they've lost players like Naki Wells. Not that means anything, but yeah, I think with losing the manager mainly in Liam Manning, I think Bristol City finished 12th this season, back to where they used to always finish. 11th position, I'm going for the team in London, I'm not saying the name. They're managed by Alex Neil. Yeah, I think they always miss out on the playoffs, and yeah, 11th for that team, that should not be mentioned. 10th position, I'm going for Middlesbrough. Same as last season, to be honest. I know they've lost Michael Carrick now, but he were poor anyway. So yeah, 10th for Middlesbrough. Boring Middlesbrough. 10th again. 9th position, I'm going for West Brom. They're a strong championship side, but I know they've got Ryan Mason in charge now, and they finished 9th last season, and I think again a 9th finish for West Brom. 8th position, I'm going for Derby County. I know last season that they finished 19th, but John Eustace has gone into that team and he's just totally transformed it, and they're quite a decent team now. So yeah, 8th for Derby, and that's a great season for Derby, I think. 7th position, I'm going with Norwich City, who've brought in Liam Manning. I think they'll just miss out on the playoffs. Norwich are a strong side, aren't they? Well, they should be with the players that they've got and Liam Manning in charge. So yeah, 7th and just missing out is Norwich City. The first team in the playoffs and finishing 6th for me is Frank Lampard's Coventry City. He's done a great job there, to be fair, and he's, you know, they're always in the playoffs at Coventry, and I think he's turned them into a team that are quite solid, and I think they're quite unlucky with the playoffs against Sunderland last season, but yeah, 6th position for Coventry. 5th position, I'm going for a team that will probably start the season with 9 points deducted, which is Leicester City. Just coming down from the Premier League, and rumour has it that they are losing 9 points next season. I think that is a big factor as to why I've put them 5th and not in the top 3 region anyway. So yeah, Leicester City 5th. 4th position, I'm going for Sheffield United. Lost Chris Wilder, and losing a playoff final can be quite... it depends how they react to the, you know, that experience of losing a playoff final, because sometimes it can be, it can spur you on, like it did with Stockport when they lost to Carlisle, and sometimes it can fuck you over and you end up just going down the league or getting relegated even worse. So yeah, I think 4th position for Sheffield United for me. 3rd position for me is another team that were relegated from the Premier League last season. That's Southampton. Brought in Will Still, and yeah, well, last season they were losing nearly every week, weren't they? They finished rock bottom. I think they only won 2 games last season. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're back in the Championship, and I think, yeah, 3rd for Southampton. I know that it's going to be... There's a lot of decent sides in this league, and Southampton 3rd. 2nd position for me is the Blues in Birmingham City, who won the League One last season. I think they'll carry that momentum on and finish 2nd with the... I mean, the last season I said that they'd finish 3rd, so Blues fans were torturing me in the comments, and I don't think they'll be torturing me now, because I believe they'll finish 2nd. It's a great setup down at Birmingham City at the moment, and to push on with that amount of points that they had last season and that confidence that they've got down there, I think Birmingham finished 2nd all day long. My Championship winners are Ipswich Town. One word, one name, Kieran McKenna. He's done it before in this league, got promoted. And I think with the players that Ipswich Town have got, so strong, and they could probably, well, they won't stay up in Premier League, because look what happened last season. But I do think that the gulf between the Championship and the Premier League is so strong, and I think that with Kieran McKenna there, I think Ipswich will win the league, and then they can push on and potentially try and stay up again next season in the Championship. Well, Premier League. So my summary is Ipswich Town to win the league, joined with Birmingham City in the promotion spots. My playoffs are Southampton, Sheffield United, Leicester and Coventry, and I think that I would go with Sheffield United to lose the playoff final again I'd go for Coventry this time. Let Coventry have a go in Premier League. 1-0 to Coventry in final. And my 3 teams to get relegated are Hull, Preston and Sheffield Wednesday. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. As I say, I won't take any of this to heart because last season I only got 3 out of the whole 92 right. So congratulations on Sheffield Wednesday winning the fucking championship. Anyway, that's the championship done. I think I'll do the Premier League and I think I'll do National League as well this week. Bearing in mind I don't not right much in National League, so I'll give it a go though. Support the blue men in the National League and my mate Chris Welsh, and try and get a bit of coverage. I know there's not a lot of people that watch the channel, but get a bit of coverage for the National League because it's a great league and it's fucking hard to get out of. So yeah, see you in the next one.